Hi, Chad Hasty here. Glad you're joining us for another edition of Lfn Tv here at KFYO.com. We're wrapping up today's edition of Lubbock's First News. 6 to 9 a.m. you can catch us here on the air. One of the things we talked about today was with Representative Carl Isett. He was on the program. We discussed, among other things, the smoking ban or the possible smoking ban legislation that's making its way, and people are talking about that down in Austin. He's against it. I'm glad to hear that. I'm against it as well, and not because I'm a hardcore smoker, not at all. Occasionally I enjoy a cigar, but that's about it. I'm against it because, well, I think people should have the opportunity to choose between going to a smoke-filled bar or not. If you own your own property, if you own your business, then, what business is it for the government to come in, and especially on the state level, and to say that you have to now conduct your business differently than how you have been doing it. It's a choice to go inside a bar that has people smoking. It's a choice to go to a Mexican food restaurant. It's a choice. If I choose not to go somewhere because it's smoky or because it has food I don't like, it's my choice. No one's forcing me to go into the place. And that's how I think it should be left. Especially at the state level. If local entities want to come in and local municipalities want to come in and do their own thing, then, well, that's another topic for another day. We also talked about Coach Mike Leach, football coach for Texas Tech. Today's the deadline for him to sign his contract extension. He's still got 2 years left on his contract. I personally don't think that he will sign. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think he'll sign the extension today, and I think it's a very good possibility that we could see a new football coach next year for Texas Tech football. I just don't think that he'll stick around. I don't think that Texas Tech will allow him to stick around and have a lame duck head coach, and that's what you would have here at the university if Mike Leach was to continue without an extension. Sad to see. Both parties have blood on their hands. There's bad blood between Leach and Myers and some other people. But I don't see a deal getting done, and I think at 5 p.m. Nothing's going to be signed. Tomorrow, maybe a press conference, who knows. And we could see possibly a new head coach, or at least Mike Leach walk the plank, so to say. One of the other things we talked about was, of course, evolution. We talked about that. That'll be up on the podcast a little bit later. We hope you enjoyed today's edition of Lubbock's First News. You can always send feedback, send your questions, anything you want to say. Chat@KFYO.com is that email address. We hope you join us next time for another edition of Lfn TV.